Hey, Knoke. Thank you for joining me. Okay, I'm on time today. How y'all doing? I am on time today. Yeah. Today is a good day to have a good day. Honey, I had to... Oshun. Why, I'm not going to bring up the polarity of the situation. Calm down. But why, when people be in the comments, they be calling me Oshun. Baby, Oshun is Oshun. Okay? I make it clear. It's Lulu. How y'all doing? I appreciate the love, though. Hey, honey. All right. I had to channel all of that, baby. I had so much energy. Up late as hell. Working. Okay, so I hope that y'all have been having a great day so far. I would really like to know that you have been having a great day so far, no matter what is going on in your life, no matter what it is that you are going through, you're growing through it, okay? Let's be clear about that. It becomes easier and easier. Doing things with gentleness, ease, and grace is it, hey honey, is the equivalent of maintaining your status quo. Okay? Maintain your status quo. But me, my status quo change daily. Okay? Hell, the next hour it could change. You know what I mean? So, just know you and do you. Unapologetically, as long as you ain't hurting nobody, you ain't getting in nobody else's way. You know what I'm saying? Reclaiming your power. Power you may have given away, power that may be trapped. Hey, honey. Power that may be trapped in other realities, dimensions, planes. Power that may be trapped in old relationships. Power that may be trapped in a house. Okay. But I'm not going to get into that because I'll go over that on April 4th. But reclaiming your power on a regular basis. When you find yourself mad at people, why are you still mad at them? The shit happened when? Excuse me. When did it happen? When did it happen? You know? What part did you play in it? How can you prevent it from happening again? That's the question. Why keep reliving the same thing over and over again and not living to your fullest potential? You know what I mean? Whatever your fullest potential is. Okay? They say when you know better, you do better. But at the end of the day, we know a lot of stuff and we still don't do better, don't it? We know a lot of things and still don't do any better because we don't know as well as we know. We don't believe in it or believe in ourselves as much as we should, could, would, will, how. I don't know. All right, let's get into it because it's already 5 minutes in the game. Now then, how this works is I am lulueyelove, practitioner of intuitive consulting and coaching. Okay. Amongst a number of other things. So I'm not good with labels, but since you need a half-ass label to at least express or explain who you are in this world, that's who I am. Practitioner of intuitive consulting and coaching. Now then, I do wear a lot of hats. All right. Everything that I do ties into Ashe Tools for Intuitives. I have been sent to this world, like many of you, to help other people help themselves. Be of service to people as best I can in the space that I have, the time that I have. Whatever time looks like to you, because I'm pretty sure when I'm gone, I'll still be coming back around and do some more shit. Because then I'm going to be out of the way. Like, because, you know, we so grounded in this body. We're so grounded in this earthly plane. It's so heavy for the spirit, honey. So the more that you can get in tune with your innocence, continue to, right? Keep that childlike imagination, that childlike wonder and awe. One of my favorite cards from the Surrender deck. But keep that in hand. Keep that handy on a regular basis. That way you won't take things as seriously. And that way you won't give up on yourself or other people. You won't give up on love because you know that you embody love, don't you? Hello, you should. Self-love is so important. If you are a member of any of the subscriptions, go and check the recent post that I made. The foyer will get their love reads later on today. Now then, everything that I do here comes from the Ashe Academy, which is me and, us. There's many of. Okay. So that's why I don't understand. Just let me be where I'm at. All you gotta do is let me be where I am. I ain't come to hurt nobody, but I came to do me how I'm intended to do me. If anything changes, I will get divine instruction on that. Divine instruction does not come from a man or a woman. I do not need nobody to validate me. You shouldn't either. You should be happy with who you are, where you are, and how you are in this space. Now then, keep the question that you have, something that may be, whatever question comes to you that you want to answer to, place it here. Please, Lulu, please. Ancestors, guides, spirit guides, this is the question I have that I need an answer to that you already had an answer to. I'm just here to confirm it for you or give you a different view of it or translate it to you in a way that you may go ahead and play. Okay? That's about it. It's not complicated, honey. Nothing is complicated. Well, not as complicated as it seems. Now then, let's get into it. People think you crazy because you talk to your house. That's why you can't, well, here's real quick, y'all. Hold on. I said something over there. Okay? People think you crazy because you talk to your house. Honey. But when I said us, they don't just be here because they have so much work to do with so many of us. But ain't nothing wrong with that. I grew up learning that you're supposed to talk to stuff. Okay? I see it on a deeper level now. But the thing is, you can't let everybody know everything that you got going on. Of course, I come here to show people that being a little thrown off, a little crazy is okay. There's a lot of brilliance in crazy. Okay? Because crazy is dismissive. When you do something people don't understand or they don't want to understand because they have a structured way of viewing things, they don't let people be who they are and just, okay, I sit over there, talking to his house, and then, they may crack a little funny or whatever, but they respect what you do, right? When you talk to your house. Child, please, you gotta talk to everything. Ooh, wait. I was watching a near-death experience the other day. And she said if you watch near-death experience videos, if you watch people who really connect to the Galactic Federation, you just overall, there's nothing new under the sun. But she explained it so eloquently when she had her near-death experience. I said, she was talking about how she realized that she saw that everything is energy. Even inanimate objects have energy. So, hello, why wouldn't you want to change the dynamic of what's going on in your house? With the energy, the spirits, everything has something going on. I'm going to leave it alone, Chad. I'm going to leave it alone. Now then, the crazy, to call someone crazy is dismissive. Somebody call you crazy, just, don't even try to defend yourself. Okay? I done did enough of that for y'all in my past. You learn that there's no need to defend yourself to people who are meant to just misunderstand you and show you that everybody not going to get it. So that has you to get more comfortable with being okay with being who you are. Okay? Basically, I wouldn't take it serious, child. Because anytime somebody says that, you already know that they have a limited imagination. They're not asking any questions to try to get to the root of why you think or do the things that you do. My mentor did a lecture I was listening to the other day about, and he brought up something like that. And he was like, If somebody says that they're an atheist, why would you? He was saying it about Christians in the way sometimes Christians try to push religion on people or whatever, and he was saying that that's not a good thing for them to do. And he was like, he met an atheist, but he didn't judge him for being an atheist or try to put on him that you need to do this and that and blah blah blah. He asked him, "Why are you an atheist?" And the person said that their mama was killed. And they didn't understand. They were mad at God. And they didn't understand why something like that happened. Why something like that happened to them. And he said, oh, okay, well, that's a good reason. And 2 years later, the person was converted over. It just took some time for them to get familiar and get more grounded and more aware of their position, right? So they changed their beliefs. So he was given, the people of the church a different way of looking at things, and it makes sense to me. That's why he's such a resonant soul, even though I'm not into, because he wasn't into religion either, because he got to the basis of the instruction. He got his instructions at 13, began to live them, and became very popular for them at 15, 17. But overall, it's about letting people be where they are. If you don't want to ask a question about it, instead of, going and being, because they say that, oh no, it is okay to judge, righteously judge. Not just out here trying to say something so that you can make yourself feel better about what you got going on. Because we all fucked off around here. Hey, show me somebody perfect, please. Well, that one person I told y'all about. Now then, let's get into it, because y'all doing a lot of talking. For somebody that was up working late and got more work to do. Y'all doing a lot of talking, ain't it? I'm just grateful that the promise that was made to me, I have to continue to move forward with that, with my journey. I'm grateful. Very grateful. Very grateful. Now then, what do you have for this first set of readings? Because they just sitting out here like, oh my gosh, shut up. Is Anthony coming back? Baby, I don't know if Anthony is coming back. What do you have for who wants to know if Anthony is coming back? Because why are they asking that? 10 of Wands, child. You've been very stressed, all up in your head about what is going on with the darkness. Why are you in the darkness so long? The darkness is about to pass. The thing about this darkness passing, though, let me show you. Yay. Oh, I like it. Both of y'all can see it. The thing about this darkness that is passing, see that? The thing about this being over, some of you felt burdened. Maybe you felt weighed down by something here with this suppression card. It could be internal or external. A lot of the external circumstances or the things that we go through are to help us to grow internally, which has more so than not to do with our spiritual awareness. Sorry, not sorry, honey. I'm just saying. A lot of times people are burdened in this way, under a lot of stress, strain, or what have you. A lot of times people are burdened in this way because they may have put too much faith in the outside world. They may have put too much of their time, effort, and attention into things that were not meant for them to do so. So when you go through this 10 of Wands, this has a lot to do with, like, it's coming to a completion, but some of you can't even find the joy in everything because you haven't developed that deeper understanding of why certain things happen. Why did Anthony leave, baby? Why did you kick Anthony out? You can't even enjoy yourself. I'm going to turn that card around, though. I don't know why it's turned. Well, other cards are turned as well, so let's just keep it going. Oops. Maybe you gave too much. They want you to be in this energy of being very grateful, though. That's kind of like the Queen of Wands. But this is about coming out of this suppression, coming out of this whatever happened. Okay, because it can be a number of things that happen. And I really feel like a lot of things were unearthed. Whoever this is, a lot of things were unearthed. And I get that from this. See these? Wait a minute, let me show you. See that? See those things coming up on the side? Look like lightning striking up. Out my face. Lightning striking up, but it really to me looks like a lot of roots coming up from the feet and out, right? So that's like uprooting something. A lot of things that you may have repressed are coming up. A lot of things that you needed to face are coming up, and that puts you in this Queen of Wands, or this energy of being able to share, and with reciprocity though, because she has a lot to share, but she's not abundant because all she does is give. There's other parts to this person, okay? no longer wanting to rebel against your journey, no longer wanting to rebel against what is right, what it is that you are supposed to do. And what is right may be different to many people depending on what you came here to do. Again, everyone will not be in agreement with what you got going on, but bitch, you better keep moving, because you have this aloneness, and that may be the energy of feeling alone when you decided to rebel against something, when you decided to break some type of confine chains or what have you, needing some type of assistance, and the assistance was not the people around you. The assistance comes from above, honey, or outward. We're going to say outward because it's everywhere, honey. One day they going to do it. Oh, yes, it's coming. One day they're going to create some type of, well, they probably already have them. We just don't have them, or they expensive. One day some glasses, like those Google glasses that came out that time, but a lot of people didn't buy them. They're going to have those, those machines that show all of your auric colors around you. They're going to have some glasses or something that you can look into. Maybe it's going to be an app on your phones. Whoever do that going to make billions. And it shows you all of the spirits and energy around you if you're not good at seeing the energies in whatever way you are designed to. Got a feeling it's, it's probably already out there. I just ain't seen it. What do you have for this person that's under suppression, honey? Transformation, of course. Everything that you went through is to make you a better you. Do you get stuck in where you are and not allow yourself to transform in this way? There's some type of gift that is coming to you because of this breakthrough, because you decided to turn in or will be deciding to turn in. Sometimes you have to realize that the answer that you need is already within you, or your ability to connect to the Alaya consciousness. Hello, darling. Connect to the Alaya consciousness in a way where you already know what it is that you need. You know that all you got to do is ask and the answers are there. Get in alignment with your assignment on a regular basis, okay? Daily, I would say, all throughout the day, because anything can come in and kind of kick you out of your alignment, and you have to go and sit your ass down somewhere, Indian style. Crisscross applesauce. Look at that, a breakthrough that is going to be mind-blowing. Something here is going to have you smoking hot, smoking mad. Look what's behind it, child. Something in this is going to have you smoking hot or smoking mad, but I don't think that it's going to be mad in the sense of somebody may have played you right there. Somebody may owe you something and you realize. What I'm picking up is the equivalent of somebody owe you. And it's the equivalent of you borrowed $20 from me. And you trying to avoid me to pay me my $20. And all of a sudden I open my phone and I see you on Facebook or Instagram splurging. Okay, paper tags everywhere. But overall, I feel like something is coming through that is going to be mind-blowing. This may even be that you open up a new channel here, a new gift. But overall, this is communication that comes in that is going to allow you to see things in a different way. This is also going to have you to speak your truth in a certain situation as well. You may have even felt as though you were being tied, constrained, pulled back, restricted in some type of way. And you realize that you cannot restrict me or contain me or restrain my mind. There's a breakthrough, a mental breakthrough. And there's a fighting card that came after it, okay? This is my fighting everywhere card. Fighting down here and up there and all around. Okay, we're going to say all around because they everywhere. Hello. All right, so with these cards, with this breakthrough that is happening, whatever it is, you may have even realized somebody may have scared the shit out of you. They may have broken something. And I've told y'all before, where's my bell? I have discussed with y'all before. Good evening, everybody. I have discussed with y'all before. If a person show you that they'll knock the shit out of a wall because you made them mad, eventually they will knock the shit out of you. Okay, so be mindful. But I really do feel like someone may have broken something. Maybe somebody broke a mirror and you are against breaking mirrors or something. Like something was broken and it just tripped you out. And it may have to do with another person. But overall, I feel as though someone had a breakthrough that's mind-boggling, and they are fighting mad that someone didn't tell them what they needed to know. They may be fighting mad about not being able to receive this information in the space that they were in. But you had to go through something. You had to figure it out the regular way. The traditional way is the natural way. Your ability to connect to your star player and get the information. It's the equivalent of looking for an answer, researching something online. You don't know the right way to use the Boolean method to find something. Okay, I wish I could, Drea, create it. It's out my league. I'm innovative, but not that kind of innovative. I don't think, honey. I got other ideas, though. Windows. Okay, somebody broke a window. It's the equivalent of searching online, using the Boolean method to try and figure out some answer to something that you just know that this is what I need the answer to. You go out, okay, something tells you, or you just go with your schedule, and you end up slowing down at the cash register or something like that, and it's a real tiny sticker. It be this simple, and then when you try to explain it to people, they don't get it. But when you explain it to your friends and stuff, like, you won't believe this, like, yeah, blah blah blah, and like to us, it's like, bitch, see how it works. But you see a very tiny sticker that answers everything that you've been. It be that simple. You done looked all online for this, that, and the other for some, question that was some did a lot of extensive research about some question that you have. Go to the cash register. You drop your wallet as you raise up slowly but surely, especially if your back is tight like mine was yesterday. You raise up slowly but surely to a damn small sticker with the answer, and you realize it's that simple. All right. Now, let's see what chakra has to do with any of this, because I feel as though you're going to progress forward. With that Two of Wands coming out, that means that whatever the breakthrough was, you received some type of information, a creative influx, new neural pathways just popping and locking and popping. Things that were dormant are now back active and open and ready. Okay, your connection is connecting. Okay. It is so funny that they say that the left side of the brain is the masculine side and the right side is the feminine side, the receptive side. And this is, what is it? The left side. They say the left side is like, if people look over to the left, they be lying. What they trying to say, men be lying? No, I'm just playing. Somebody broke a window? What information do you have for these beautiful people? I acted up yesterday, y'all. Whatever. It was a high energy day, man. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. What information do you have for these beautiful people? Fourth chakra and the base chakra. Self-sufficiency, compassion, and forgiveness. So whoever you are, if somebody owes you something, or if someone you feel like someone should have told you something. Let me say something real quick. Oftentimes when people get readings, and this goes back, this is age old, okay? This goes back to when people say, if you tell people that you are psychic, a medium, or what have you, well, what's the lottery numbers? A lot of people don't really know how this stuff just works. The basics, right? The code and ethics to it and all of that, right? But overall, this is, I picked up that, it can be the equivalent of getting a reading from somebody, or going to a specialist in a certain situation, or maybe a lawyer, mediator, or what have you, and just feeling like they didn't tell you what you needed to know. They low-key just, try to fuck you out or something, or you feel as though they played you out of something, right? So what I got with that is that oftentimes, like if you go to somebody that reads, right, or the House of Oshun is spiritual, so somebody that reads, right, and you may think that they're going to tell you your day for day. That is not what happens. They are not going to tell you your day for day. Ain't no telling what might happen tomorrow. The information that's coming through is the information for you to utilize or to confirm certain things, or they are talking to your guides and your higher self to get information that you need. So if you go through whatever this is, you needed to go through it so that you could see things and uproot things on your own, because it's not our job to do your job. We just here to help. So it's like that's that self-sufficiency coming through with that base chakra. So whoever you are that went through what you went through, going through what you are going through, you're going to realize that it's important. By finding material security without being materialistic, I will gain satisfaction, stability, and inner strength. I am resourceful. I put in the effort to be responsible for supplying fundamental needs in my life, such as shelter, food, water, and clothing. I take responsibility for where I now find myself in life as I move forwards. It's an S on there for real. So this is my type of deck, okay? As I move forwards. Just throw an extra letter on that motherfucker, okay? Add a little pizzazz to it. I get in touch with and trust my innate wisdom, which tells me that I will be provided with all I need. Your innate wisdom. This goes back to the heart. The heart is at the center of damn near everything. And what's so interesting to me, I thought that this was our core. I don't know, I guess from here to like the bottom of our stomach, I was like, that's your core. That's your, that's the trunk. And while I was at Pilates yesterday, she was like, your core starts at the top of your shoulder blades to your gluteus maximus. I was like, bitch, that's the throat chakra to the root chakra, because I'm analyzing as I'm working out, especially when they are informative like that, and I can see I see how this works and how I can when it comes to explaining certain spiritual things, how it'll go as well, even though there's a lot of stuff y'all can research after I do your thing. But I was like, I'll be damned, that makes sense, because like I've told y'all before, real quick, as I've told y'all before, you can live without your lower extremities, or your soul man is from your belly button up, so you can actually live without your belly buttoning down. Okay, everything will just reshift and get stronger up here, the same way that your clairs, your senses, become stronger. When you lose one sense, the other senses become even stronger. Move forward. Compassion and forgiveness. I have compassion for myself and for those around me. Hello. I let go of anger, resentments, and torments from the past, and I do not give my power away to those motherfuckers involved. These cards are cussing subliminally. Okay. It says, forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. Say it with me, everybody. Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. Hold your heart chakra. Tap your thymus. Tap your thymus. Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. You're going to feel energy pop up and through there. Okay? Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. Do your do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Clear it. Now then, I forgive myself for things I feel I could have done differently in the past. And I remind myself that my response could not have been any more evolved than it was at the time. Stop being hard on yourself. Whew. Stop being hard on yourself. Working out one thing at a time. Like, for instance, whatever it is that you have learned to not be so hard on yourself about, something else may come up that you're hard about yourself on. I know for me, I've been battling being hard on myself about just being extremely structured. I don't think I'm built like that, like for real. The Virgo placements that I have say I'm built like that. The Virgo placements are lying. My younger years, I was very structured because I had to hold the tent down. But I be battling, so, one thing after the other. You win a couple of battles, but the war is never over. But don't look at it as a war where, is it ever going to just be this? Is it ever going to be, just, when is the plateau? When is this shit going to plateau out? When is it going to get to a space when is it going to come to a space where I can just relax and feel free? Bitch, make up your mind to relax and feel free. Make up your mind to be happy. Make up your mind to be okay with being okay. Make up your mind to be in the what is that? Oh, it's over here. Baby, what is going on? Okay, I saw it over there. Make up your mind. Because the sooner you make up your mind, the better. There I go, getting comfortable. The sooner you make up your mind, the better. Self-actualization is so important. But are you ready? Rushing your process, rushing your purpose, rushing to get to the end game is not going to fulfill your your situation. Rushing to the end. You want to be at the goal line right now. You want to go ahead and win the basketball game and you ain't even off the bench yet. What to say? I am compassionate to those in need, as this shows them that they are not alone. I practice this by listening, sharing, understanding, and being of service. All right, let's get into the second read. I'll let go with the first read. All right, I'm so glad I have a lot of people who use their critical thinking. Now then. Little beads of sweat. They say if you sweat on your nose, you mean. Like you mean. aggressive if you sweat on your nose. And here's the thing about that. Because I used to sweat on my nose when I was younger. The other day, because I was working out of my wig, because, you know, I have to be having to protect my crown more now. So, be working out of my wig, bitch. I got a workout wig. Never thought I would, but I do. And I was sweating right here. And it reminded me of that too. Because I'm like, I used to sweat my whole nose, but I hadn't seen sweat just come up. Like beads of sweat. And it was up here though, because, you know, I had a little swoop. You know, the swoop gonna go with me everywhere. Okay. Now then. But what I was about to say was that when I was younger, because I sweat on my nose, you know, people who would make fun of me or taunt me would be like, ooh, you mean, ooh. So you telling me what I am. But then I'm not reflecting what you saying that I am. But then you keep taunting me and you piss me off. Then I get to acting up like, yeah, see, I told you. Had to learn that shit. Like, you tricky motherfucker. You gaslighting motherfucker. But I was very stern and stood on what I believed in. And sometimes it was aggressive. It was. There was a lot of anger there. There was a lot of pissed offism. Because, you know, people my age and young, I'm just like, that don't even make sense what you are doing. Shit don't make sense, and I used to get mad about it. Oh, I used to get mad. That's why I used to sit with old people, you know. I don't get mad at them. I never got mad at them. They talk more shit than a little bit. But I never got mad at them. It was the people my age and younger than me. I'm like, what the fuck? That don't even make sense. Cause I did cuss when I was younger. That's why, you know, I don't know. Maybe I came out the womb cussing. I did have a big ass head. Came in with a lot of cussing information. But, remember that as well as you do your work, that oftentimes whatever it is that you are going through, resentment, anger, bitterness, whatever it is, go take it, walk it back to your childhood. Walk it back to, where did that start? Where did I first hear that? Who did I hear that from? What happened during that space? How can I change? Right? Because then you'll begin to realize it don't even be worth it. It don't be worth it to just get so mad. What happens is if something comes in and triggers you to where you about to get real pissed off, okay? Because I would rather be pissed off than on, but that's another story. An allegory. But you just realize, right? You realize, now why would I get mad? Now I might be a little irritated right there. Why would I get so angry to the point where you are fucking up my day? You are fucking up the work that I need to do. You are fucking up my relationships. You're not doing, baby, how much power do you want? How much power y'all handing to the motherfuckers? I'm trying to figure it out. Everybody's gonna be getting all mad and angry and shit like that. Now I will get pissed off though or irritated, and then that's when I be, you know, I get real serious. I get that drunk type of serious. Because when I used to drink, I used to get extremely serious. Because it just come up and through my spirit. Because, you know, you're drinking spirits, right? And having the ability to communicate with the other side. A lot of them really be happy that, oh, you going to let us talk through you? Come on through, baby. Let's talk to them. Let's talk to them. Let's give them some real game. Right? So that's when the old lady be coming out, too. Now. Very old, mature lady that just, you know, sit on the porch rocking dirt floor. Now, what information do you have for this beautiful next set, please? The Master. I don't know who you are. Ooh, 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 ooh. Who is this I'm talking to? Who is this? Every Aries, you know, that's crazy. Cause my Aries placement is what I had to let go of, but I needed it back then. I needed that to be in that Aries energy because, you know, sometimes you just got to go ahead and create a map and let a lot of motherfuckers know where they got you fucked up. That Aries energy is something else. If I could use it right now, y'all probably be mad at me like, this bitch. Y'all probably be saying, oh, she's so arrogant. Nah, I'm not arrogant, bitch. I stand on what I said, but it was a little more oomph. Like, if you listen to my old music, I was still talking mess. I was talking mess to the point, like, y'all girls need to come on. Like, girl. Talking to the women. I wasn't talking, I had a couple of sex songs, but it wasn't what you would think, though. But look at that. The rebel in integration, coming out with the master. You are mastering something, whoever this is, or becoming a master. And yes, people do evolve into ascended masters here on this plane. I said it before, somebody was laughing. Laugh at these nuts. I stand on what I said. If you do more research and look more into things and just all you gotta do really is get in tune. Move forward. Told you I be getting serious, child. Extremely serious. Because I be meaning what I say. So with this rebel and this integration... this has a lot to do with the way that whoever this is seeing things right now. Something really pushed you forward. This was the last straw. Because what I'm seeing here is that may have strong Native American lineage, a shamanic lineage, or something like that. Because that can mean a number of things depending on who you ask, what land they are from. But it's still overall a shamanic type thing. It's the equivalent of a collective of shamans just placed in the four corners of the world, baby. Okay? Some of you, your direction may have shifted quickly. Whoever this is, your direction shifted quickly. It's like you just woke up one day and everything shifted right then and there, because what I'm seeing here, is that a hawk? Maybe your totem animal or your spirit animal is a hawk, or you are possessing, that's what you are integrating, the characteristics of a hawk. Your gift has a lot to do with the hawk. It even looked like he got hawk feathers in his head. Deep set eyes. Dark features, deep set eyes, small lips, high cheekbones. Somebody found out where they from. Someone found out exactly where they are from. You probably don't look like nobody in your family, or you know what I mean? Either you don't look like anyone in your family, you just don't carry yourself the way that everybody in your family carries themselves, and you finally realize where you are from. You are remembering a time, remembering a space. Because why does that look like the same person? Whoever you are, you've been remembering a certain time frame, a certain place. You've been having dreams of past lives, possibly. You've even been in a space where, because that's the thing as well. When you've been, if your last one of, depending on what you came back here for, okay? Because you have characteristics from almost every lifetime that you've lived. It's just that this time you came to learn something, experience something in a certain type of way, or what have you. Many of you, whoever this is, yeah. But the thing about it is, oftentimes people remember. This is where that longing comes from, and sometimes people don't experience the relationship that they know that is possible. They don't listen to the status quo, the norm. Like, no, I know what kind of love I'm meant for. I know what kind of love is possible, baby. And it's like, because you're remembering an experience you had in a past life, and someone is remembering an experience of a love that is long lost, right? Now, whether the person has come back around the same time, I'm unsure. You may be meeting someone like this. Maybe you served this person, you were a servant for this person in a past life, and they fell in love with you and it was forbidden. Child. Okay, it's a storyline. And in this lifetime, maybe what it is that you came back to experience or witness is the high end of that relationship. You see. Meeting and loving on someone, and because whoever it was, they loved you genuinely. It's just that they got caught up in the way that they do things and the way that people were saying you're not supposed to do this, that, and the other, and you may have had to witness them. Some of y'all, this probably happened in this lifetime, but you witnessed them go off and be with somebody for status. You witnessed them go off and be with someone that you know that they didn't love, and you holding on to it. You need to let that shit go, number one, first and foremost. Okay? Especially if you experience that in this lifetime where you witness somebody go off and be with someone else and it should have been you. It ain't you. Because people get caught up in it, and y'all know I don't like it. Get caught up in, this is the one, and now you got all kind of trouble all up in her. Okay? You constipated because you can't digest the fact that this motherfucker eating somebody else out. I had to do it. Now then. But that's the type of past life information that may be coming back to you. Some of you may even be remembering what love is, or what love is to you. A loving relationship, a loving friendship is to you. That may be what you are remembering. Hello. All right, let's see what's going on. That was a little mini story time. Let that shit go. Because, you know, I've been there holding on to something too long. I remember... Don't share that memory. Don't share that memory with these people, chat. Do the next read. Where is Kanoke? Oh, there she goes. Did Susu come on here? Who in here that can be a moderator? Let me see here. Thank you, Andrea. Because whoever going through that, they're about to see something differently. All right, so we got our next storyline. Somebody ice cold. How cold? Colder than a mother. All right. I'm not giving my opinion on what love is. I've already discussed that. What is your opinion on love? That's what matters, honey. What information do you have here for this beautiful next set of people? Because it is 2:14, if you know what I mean. They finna really get it in these love readings, though, tonight. Aloneness and the miser. Okay, who is this that need to go outside? You need to go outside. Somebody need to go outside. Need to go and interact with people. Go interact at a place that you ain't never been to. Just stop by a place that look like I would never go in there. Bitch, go in there. That's what I be doing. Go in there. Okay? No matter how they treat you in there, just go in there. The fuck? Somebody, at least one person may treat you with some sense, okay? Go in there. I don't care what it is. I don't care. It's not what you would usually go. Because what I'm seeing here is that someone feels alone. And they feel alone in a space where they're unsure. You may have anxiety about going outside. You may have anxiety about being around people. You may have anxiety when it comes to... maybe you need to dress down, whoever you are, because you've probably been dressing up so much. I get that from her. Look at her ass. I get that from her. Someone who has a lot of everything, but holding on to it to the point where, you know, have you ever heard about the people that, what was that lady name? I always bring her up, that had the hotels and left everything to her dogs. I'm trying to figure it out. But it's, you know, some of you may have had someone in your family that was like this, and you are beginning to see that there's a pattern. You are connecting to this as well, because it's like maybe in your family y'all were told not to share certain things or hold on to everything. Maybe someone is a hoarder, but they hoard material things and leave people out of it. They don't help people, don't do anything for people, don't like to be around people, and they're reflecting on their life. Whoever this is reflecting on their life. Just looking like, I can't believe I got all this shit. Something wrong with the eyes, too. So maybe you look in the mirror and your eyes don't look the same or something, or you just feel as though, whoever this is, baby, who's going to want to be around me? Who's going to want... Child, why are you asking yourself that, bitch? It's somebody for everybody, even if you got to go clean your one up. Okay? Yeah. Because, yeah, look at that. Consciousness in a reverse. Disconnected. There's a disconnection because someone doesn't like to compromise or doesn't like to be around people. Maybe whoever this is may have social anxiety. Get therapy. But I say shit, do something that, you know, push yourself. Because oftentimes it's a fear. And fear comes with what? A thing. And the thing comes with what? A number of other things if you've been dealing with this for a long time. So you're going to have to tackle this one fear and then figure out what the next one will be. And stick to it. So that way these things that you need to close the door on, which could be some type of fear that you have. Social anxiety, social, just not wanting to be social at all. Not wanting to talk to people. They're so ignorant. People are just so, they don't get it. They want to know how I got all of this and that and this and that. It's mine. Like, baby, we just want to eat an ice cream. Wait, okay, calm down. Everybody ain't out to get you. It must have been your uncle. Okay, cuss that motherfucker out. It had to be your uncle. What do you have for these beautiful people that don't want to go outside? Because even outside and amongst many, they feel alone. And what you will learn with that, because, those who get it, get it. But once you learn that you just need to be in the moment and enjoy the scenery, the atmosphere, or what have you, don't expect a whole lot from people. Anyway, because you can be amongst many and still feel by yourself, and it turns you into a wildflower, right? So what you do is just go ahead and mix and mingle or what have you. Oh, I got a cat. Oh, is that your favorite? And that motherfucker talk or whatever. Because most people that feel alone observe people anyway. Because that's, part of what they came here to do, okay? Now then, what is this here that you got for these here people, honey? Somebody need to fix their fence. Ooh, I'm glad them days over for me. God damn, I got tired of fixing that damn privacy fence. Whew. Child. Privacy fence, child. That shit is not no little money. Clinging to the past and seeing beyond illusion. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. The way that your upbringing may have had something to do with the way that you are when it comes to just not wanting to get out and be social, not isolating yourself. But something is about to be seen. You got to let go of something. It may be the way, maybe some of y'all are coming out of depression or heartache or something like that. And coming out of that depression or heartache because, I remember feeling like this one time way back in the gale. Okay, anything else was not supposed to go the way that it did. We're going to leave it at that. But I remember feeling like, this is the only person that will ever love me. And then I get another relationship, break up. That was the only, like, girl. You looking for something you looking for something outside of you, and you got to find it and fix it within you. I'll never do it again. Like, girl, walk away from that. So this may have to do with a love situation, a love that went wrong, a relationship that went wrong. Maybe it's family, friends, or what have you. Something needs to be released. Last tear in the bucket, mother, fuck it. So what I'm saying here is that it's time for you to mature in whatever way this is. It's time for a rebirth. Look at that card, y'all. Ooh, I can't show you because I don't be wanting to say it. But it's time for a rebirth. It may even be that you got more mature. Like maybe when you gave birth, that may be it too. Some of you had a child, whether you're a man or a woman, someone had a child and realized what life is about. A lot of people do wake up once a child is born. Like they wake all the way up. You're no longer in a space of allowing people or situations to exhaust you or send you to the brink of destruction or disaster. There are many ancestor spirit guides and your spirit team are happy and throwing a little party in the astral realm. If you have something that you allow them to play with or show you or move about in your home, they probably doing it now. Okay, like y'all heard that bell the other day over here. Bell just started ringing, chat. They just being there doing their own thing. Thank you. Now, time for an adventure. You can no longer, you could still be in control of how adventurous you are, but don't be a prude about it because whoever this is taking some type of trip or doing something, it's a much needed break, much needed rest and relaxation, much needed gazing. Whatever you gazing at, you need to just go and gaze. So that means, that goes back to what I was saying about the sticker on the register. To look deeper into something, sometimes there's no looking that needs to happen. Hello. I don't know what else to tell you. Because, some of y'all may start getting gray hair earlier and you looking at it because you got people that feel certain types of ways about grays, okay? Because gray hair can mean a number of things. It can mean wisdom. It can mean that you don't have enough copper in your diet. It can mean that it's inherited. It don't matter. Damn, somebody beating themselves up by gray hair. Oh my goodness, I missed my appointment. I can't go outside. I need to dye my hair. Bitch, you better put some damn eyeliner or mascara on it. Take your time. Fake it till you make it to the beauty shop or the barber shop. Since it's doing that much to you to not go outside, what are you even doing? I told you I got hyperpigmented skin, so I got like a dark spot here and here. I cover it up every so often. It don't take much. But I be going outside with it. Baby, and people be thinking baby, think what you want to. It's hyperpigment. If I just bust one little bit ass bump, that bitch gonna turn into a big dark spot. Like, what are you even doing, skin? All right, they want you to trust your process and allow things to just be what they are. Of course, in true House of Oshun fashion, it's so important that you realize that you cannot be alone forever. It's okay to be alone as in all one, but it is not okay to be alone when it comes to your interacting with other people. Remember the story about the king kings did some wild shit, didn't they? That's why you got people that are in high-ranking positions. Now they be doing some wild shit. Kings used to do some wild shit. That's why a lot of people they get money, they try to be just like that. I ain't tripping on it because ain't no telling what I would do, okay? But it probably wouldn't be no shit like what the king did. Let's get to the story, blah, blah, blah. What the king did was had them to get 2 babies. He could have did it with plants, okay? Because I think that the scientists did it with plants eventually. 2 babies. One of the babies, every time it cries, you go and hold it, you nurture it, you kiss it, you tell it that you love it and feed it and all that. The other baby, you just feed it and change it and just let it cry. That baby died. Shouldn't have said that word. It's not user friendly on these platforms. But on my house radio, I say what the fuck I want. Thank you. They don't own my website. So, ain't that some shit? So, but what he was showing was that how long a person can go without any love, affection, or what have you. I wonder if the kings knew about solitary confinement. Because them prisoners, motherfuckers be in solitary confinement for years. Years! They be thrown the fuck out when they come out here. They be letting them out here and like, bitch, what is y'all doing? I need to talk to them over there. Can somebody tell the warden to call me, please? I need to talk to them about something. Child. That's inhumane. It's 2:22, I said. Oh, it's 2:24 now. But, you know, you got to be around. It's important that you are around people. You are interacting with people on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? So for those of you who just, want to be selective about how you do that or what have you, that's fine. But try not to be in a space where go into that space where that mind's a woman. The mind's a woman scared everybody out the ghetto. The mind's a woman scared that she can't go nowhere. She can't do certain things or be around people because people want to take all of her family jewels and all the things that she had worked all those many years for and all of that. What's that lady name? Is it not Leona Hemsley? Is that her name? That left her all that money to them damn dogs because she ain't like y'all. She ain't like people. She ain't like, it's apparent that she did not like people. I don't know if she did something to a charity as well, but her family didn't get not a dime, not a thou. Okay? Her family ain't getting not a dime, honey. I'm trying to figure it out. How you do people like this? So let's get a Chakra moon card for that last read, and then we are out of here. I'm trying to figure it out. You can't take it with you. You can't even enjoy it when you go over there. There's other stuff for you to be over there doing, honey, depending on what, where you go. Anyways, we won't get deeply into that either. Yeah. Where can Note go? That's the Wayshore, the timekeeper, the keeper of time. I went and seen Scream 5 last weekend. I couldn't help, because I ain't seen none of the Screams since 1, maybe 1 and 2. I'm goofy. Don't take me nowhere to see nothing that you deem serious. I'm just saying. I am very much Brenda in Scary Movie, bitch. I will be talking just a little bit. It just so happened that the seats reclined, so I was more comfortable. Got a little too comfortable. Kicked my shoes off. But, anytime somebody got, I'm laughing because in a Scary Movie, which was, what was it, the parody of Scream, To my when he was getting stayed to my that's all I could see every time. Okay, so the movie was all right though, I guess. But I would like to say that because that girl in the movie just ain't, I'm not gonna say too much, but the girl in the movie, the star of the movie, was fighting a generational stronghold that had to do with being some type of satisfaction coming from, what her daddy did, which was, I believe, the original, right? Or maybe in the last one, I don't know, because I ain't keep up with the storyline. I ain't seen it in 1,000 years. But she was trying to break that stronghold, and at the end of the movie, she so-called, she dropped the daddy mask or whatever. I'm not gonna do this. But all throughout the movie, she just had that look in her eyes. It's a sensual look. But it was for the wrong thing. She was very much so attracted to that side of things and really had to fight and battle that. Her psychiatrist or whoever that guy was, her counselor, even kicked her out because she expressed that even though she did something, okay, but she had been having thoughts of how it feels to, do that, right? He kicked her out. Yeah, this too much for me. You need to go. Refund. Okay. Brenda is. But that had a lot to do with just people. It's a prime example of when something just in you and you may need to get delivered, honey. Okay? You need to get an extraction because what is that? That's how it just be passed down like that. And she was really just, in a daze sometimes about to go and, do that right there. Do that dance, okay? Get the little black cape and a little mask and put that shit on, okay? Now let's get this one last card. These people gotta go back to work. These people on the subway. We got folks on the Mater train. What is a Mater train? We got people doing things out here. So let's see, honey. What you got for this last read? Moon in Capricorn. Put aside emotional concerns and focus on achieving or increasing financial security. Maybe that's what y'all gonna do. Because that ain't got shit to do with what I was talking about. Self-worth and self-esteem. I honor myself by doing things that please me, not only those that please others. I am empowered as I release the need to live up to other people's unrealistic expectations of me. When I respect and approve of myself, others will naturally do the same. I teach others how to treat and respect me by how I treat and respect myself. I know I am worthy of love and respect. The boundaries I create with others acknowledge my self-worth. And this has to do with that solar plexus popping from yesterday. Then you got the moon in Virgo, which says issues surrounding health and exercise may come to the fore. Focus on your physical well-being. Yeah, like taking a nap or something. Thank you, Kanoke. I was wondering where you went. Okay, it's time for us to go. Thank you, Kanoke. All right, so that's that on that. Maybe I'll talk the energy all the way out and they just decide to say some more shit. But our physical well-being does have a lot to do with a lot. Y'all can also look up, like, if y'all have some type of surgery or something that you want to do to a particular part of your body, I would suggest that you look it up to see in your chart when is a good time for you to do those things, or get a consultation with your spiritualist. Okay? All right. So that's that on that. On top of that, I really do love y'all, okay? If y'all are interested in the from stagnant house to sacred home, I think you'll find it interesting. I may make it where y'all can just do one day. Like people that sign up for 3 days, I make it get their 3 days. But make it where, because it's limited, but I do understand that some people may just need the introduction to it, which will be a lot of information. But overall, if you know, you know, baby. If you know, you know. Okay? No, I didn't get to listen to the Beltway 8 songs. I didn't even go on there. But now you done reminded me. That would have been nice to listen to last night while I was up Working. Sometimes you need to go back into Pisces. Y'all welcome. I love y'all, okay? Yes. You look it up to see when it's a good time to do it. And I would really appreciate, let me just say this for the people that may be on here in the future and the people who are joining us here today. Oftentimes I don't get a chance, I can't catch a lot of the Instagram comments or what have you because I be running my mouth, okay? So if y'all could please assist one another, that would be awesome and amazing. Okay? Okay, because oftentimes people like to get on here and, you know, had a takeover spirit anyway. That's your opportunity. You need to know when it's your time to shine, Pooh. Your time to shine is when somebody asks a question that I don't get to see. And you just go right on up in there. Okay? And that is your time to shine. Authorized and approved. Now, please keep in mind that my disclaimer is I don't know the person. Okay? No, that's first and foremost. They have not attended any of my mystery courses or classes. They have not been approved to work at the House of Oshun. They are not an affiliate. Okay, so just remember that as well. But overall, they are here to help. So please help one another. Please make sure that you drop a purple heart in the comments. Please, please, please. For all of you who are on here, you don't have to worry about me talking to you and saying all this and that and that and this. I would just appreciate the engagement. Drop a heart in the comments. Hit the like button. Boop, boop, boop. Look, I didn't even ask you to share it or save it. If you want to save it to your collection or the collection that you have with your friends and family that y'all be making on here and stuff like that, because people really do be online having like group stuff going on. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Lisa. All right, thank y'all too. All right, I appreciate y'all. Don't drop them in here. Drop them in the video down below. Ain't nobody gonna be able to see y'all comments. You know, Instagram tripped out. Because back in a year or two ago, we used to love to watch, like if you don't have time to watch a live during the time that it's live and somebody posts a live in their stories, we used to be able to look at the comments and just act like we was there. All right. I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon.